Previously on.
A master key! Surely the staff has one for the bedrooms!
Sorry, that was strange. It was as if... What were we talking about?
Was it the drink? Or this blasted place that has devoured your mind? Or that Dean woman? Don't think I wasn't aware. I should have acted sooner there. She has jeopardized things too much already.
Sleaze, Declan Ward, thank you for letting me join.
Yeah, okay. Now, Miss Hisham, who is your friend?
Miss Dean. Evelyn Dean. Have you met her?
Oh, this guy's asking about Evelyn Dean all the time.
You, Mr. Ward. Do you know her?
No, we're not gonna say anything about her.
No, I only arrived yesterday.
Please excuse me.
Of course. I'll take this opportunity to make my leave as well.
Me too. This whole meal has left me painfully upset.
Okay, let's look at Scared's room. A will. Does not seem to have any family or friend. Assumed Mr. Scared was well off, but his records show he's rich beyond my imagination. Seems to be ejected from the Freemasons for not living by their tenets of fraternity values, self-sacrifice. He has circled self-sacrifice. Alright, let's break in. Pill bottles. This is an unusually high fee for such an event. I'm being overpaid to be here, and she's receiving that many times offer. Bloodstained handkerchiefs. Whom the guest might know. Young Miss Mantovani with mother, grandmother Libby, and another one. This was pure family and home.
Idiots and ghouls, all of you. What did you think would happen? That nobody would mind? And you never even saw the ruin you caused. It's just me in this godforsaken library. Bastards! What damnable stock we are!
Actually, I believe I might have the records you're looking for.
Wait, you... Anyhow, I'm pleased to meet you, Mr. Ward. My name is Corentine Quinn. You can call me Corentine, and I might now owe you a favor.
Oh, we're so cashing that out. Okay, scrap of paper. Then... Is my handwriting certainly? It looks like, it's one of my most magical theories. But I'm beyond the theorizing part now. That's quite the piece of detail. Evelyn Dean, what do you know about her? We know Irish of a certain class. Interested in mysticism most branches, rather than one in particular. I don't know what she does these days, but when we met, she was hunting for ancient secrets in grimoires. Evelyn Dean, what do you know about her? We know Irish of a certain class. Interested in mysticism most branches, rather than one in particular. I don't know what she does these days, but when we met, she was hunting for ancient secrets in grimoires. Frankly, you do better asking someone else. Evelyn and I haven't been on speaking terms for some time. She kinda knows her, kinda doesn't. You tell me about yourself. Poet by trade, had some success, 25, traditionally qualified and the head of my household, that being, for lack of anyone more traditionally qualified, scholar of grimoire magic, which is to say I study it rather than rely on divine source. How does that do? No fucking clue what you do. What about Barbosa? Are you guys in good terms? No, but I ended up beside her at tea one day and she is, dare I say, good fun. Okay, so they're not as antagonistic as I initially thought. Over here because of an Irish father, so she says, funny how even after they've passed, her family can take you all sorts of places. Since we talked about him, Michael Scared, but him? He's one of the wealthiest men in London, the last of an old banking family. In my position, it would be hard not to know him. He seemed disinterested once he had the scope of me, though, and I am no worse for it. Father Lorcan Synod. Have been compelled to introduce myself. Clergymen often disapprove of me. As a rule, they dislike vocal women, or perhaps women as a whole. I've heard of their Magdalene laundries, asylums for anyone found guilty of the crime of being born female. So as intrigued as I am to what business he has here. Okay, we have a new library topic then. Miss Hisham, have you known her? As much as we spoke briefly, she and I both seems to be occupied. She seems like she might make interesting company if she were food, but not interested. Said there's something disconcerting about her, something I cannot put my finger on. Is that how other people feel when they talk to me? My dear, you might be racist. Okay. Darcy. Okay, when I heard Olivia Darcy was here, I had to make some sort of introduction. My younger sister and I enjoyed her debut novel. Okay, so she's a writer. Got it. She wouldn't have forgiven me if I hadn't said hello. That would be her sister. She's a charming woman, just as right as one would expect, and besides, it's always nice to meet another author. Okay, we're gonna ask about her, Coventry, Dark Hunter, because we all know what she's gonna say about pretty much all these guys. She's only concerned, Miss Corentine Quinn's just concerned about her stuff. Need to know more details about him, Mantovani, and Dark Hunter. Seen her in London before, though we didn't speak. She was quiet when we talked here, but she didn't stay for long. She had a look in her eyes of sadness. I don't see that often in the eyes of talented mystics. Usually they have seen so much that they show nothing. Okay, on the off chance that you can show me where Dark Hunter is so I can find his safe combo. Spoken to me whenever I visited horses. I was there to talk to the actual horses, mind you. Sure. I did hear him utter something about Dean, which I took to mean Miss Dean. I have yet to meet a person she hasn't rubbed the wrong way. Lastly, Simon Coventry. I would have assumed we'd not have much to talk about. He's no magician, not gentry, and no writer, which makes me sound very snobby, but I simply mean I don't have much else to talk about. He knew of her poetry and discussed that for a while. Very distracting.
I'll leave you be.
Farewell.
Laters. Okay, so new piece of info. Magdalene Asylum. Yeah, let's talk about that. Originates from convent-run institutions for fallen women, which began in 13th century Italy. Mary Magdalene is an ideal symbol for the institutions, as she is often associated with repentance, devotion, and the power of her grace. Network of convents and institutions expanded across Italy and Catholic Europe, providing secure places for women seeking penance, particularly former prostitutes. And basically brought to Ireland by Protestant philanthropist Lady Arabella Denny, who founded Ireland's first Magdalene Asylum in 1767. So just a bit of Irish lore. Now, where the hell are people? So, Barbosa's gone at least. 220. Oh my god. I didn't just... Offense at the hedge mage, at least. It's gonna be at the library. Darcy's at the walled garden. And Saoirse Murphy. Okay, let's ambush her. Southwest corridor. But first, Hisham, because she's a lot nearer in the telegraph room. Oh, we can actually... I think we can actually talk about you. Talk with you.
Hello again.
Yes, actually. Where the hell are you gonna be? Floating around, bringing drinks for rich folks, very exciting. Then 4, I opened the bar, which sounds fun, but only really is once everyone else has gone to bed. And then tomorrow. Okay, breaking my back all morning, lifting boxes in the basement, storage from late deliveries, thanks to Varley getting his blasted telegraph machine working again. Is that noteworthy? He's I'm back in the bar once it opens again, and for the most part until the seance at 9. Okay, let's ask about you then. Sunken red eyes. Has the event been heavy on you? Tired, huh? Yeah, I guess you're right, both counts. I am tired and this event isn't helping. Sure, buddy. Why are your hands shaking? Don't mind it, I just need... Maybe I'll go see the doctor later, maybe he'd give me a little pick-me-up. Or maybe you can just get to the bar. Usual Celtic cross. Does it have a particular meaning? I don't know, it seemed to always have had it. Don't care much for the church, God forbid. Forgive me, but I wear this daily. It's part of me, I guess. What is that about? Nothing much there. Tell me about yourself then. Not much to tell. My head. Sorry, what did you ask me again? Tell me about yourself. How long have you been working here? Me, I've been about, don't know, a while. Since the last fellow was let go, not that long I guess, but it feels like forever. And are you from the region? Like most people are, sir. So you know a few people around here? Oh, well, no, not that local. I'm from a couple of towns over. I'm here because, you know, yourself. Workhorse. Now how or why I ended up here, mind you, I could say the same for the hotel. Yeah, his brain scrambled. Just talk about Miss Dean then. Evelyn? Miss Dean, right? Yeah, first name basis. Sure, bud. We talked a bit. She doesn't seem too uptight to hobnob with the working man, you know. She didn't at the time. Haven't seen her lately. Maybe she's avoiding me. I keep meaning to just ask her, but what room is she in? Doesn't matter. She'll talk to me if she wants to. She a regular guest at the manor. I wish don't get many women like her around these parts. No, this was her first time visiting. Alright, Dark Hunter. Tell me, Well, first the strange dreams. Last night I had the strange dreams like I was trapped in a long hallway somewhere in the manor. Things like that happen here. I don't want to talk about it. My suggestion is a stiff drink before bed or two, so we're gonna get him wasted and talking. Okay, let's talk about the stable door that has been repaired. That'd be Mr. Hunter's work. He does all the heavy lifting around here. He's well able for it, even at his age. So let's talk about him then. I'm just doing a job, not much to be said for getting along with people, not much interest in it. He's fine. Could do with dropping his big dad routine and let me alone to spend my free time as I may. Doesn't like to be told to stay out of things. Can get angry then. So he spends so much time outside by himself. Okay, so this is interesting. I asked him about something that's crammed in the luggage room. Vent, don't know what you've heard, but this is not me this time. Mr. Hunter will sort you out. I'd do it myself, but I'm not allowed to do the tools anymore. Okay. Miss Dean was specially invited to the manor, wasn't she? I wouldn't know about that, but sir, they keep me out of decision making. I don't know what they think they're hiding. I'm glad she was, though. Yeah, he's just horny for her. Anything you could say about Miss Hisham? Yeah, she's very interested in the logistics of the house. So she asked me a bunch of stuff, how the staff work, and what's in the private areas and all that. Told all I could. My first and probably last time meeting a woman like that. Figured to stretch as far as I could. Man, he's just a horny dude. Yeah, I think that's all we need to know about this guy, or like from this guy.
I'll leave you be.
Yeah, alright.
Because the interesting part is over here at the telegraph room. In the telegraph room. Hey, let's just verify.
More questions?
Yeah, we're gonna verify a few things about Corentine Quinn. The girl with the books, yes. Briefly, we sat together at a meal. I mentioned my father was Irish, and she gave me a book of local records. A strange gesture, maybe, but not a bad one. Okay, so that checks out. What do you know about Mantovani? Wanted to do more about the seance, so I asked her. She had more time for me than expected. She's good with people, and we talked about tarot, of course. When I told her I didn't want a reading, she laughed and said it was alright. She said to enjoy here and now instead, and with that, I agree. Okay, Miss Hisham, what do you know about her? Do not like her. She makes the hairs on the back of my neck stand up. It's not anything she does or says, just I don't know what it is. If you told me she was a ghost herself, I would almost believe you. So that's 2 out of 2 people, Corentine Quinn and Ines Barbosa. Okay, let's ask her about Alessandro Barbosa Mariano. Okay, none. My mother was an escaped slave. She raised me in a Quilombo. I lived there my whole life, almost entirely not leaving until slavery was abolished in 1888. Even then, we were slow to trust the outside, but last year my mother and I went to Rio to see Christmas there. She was nervous. I was excited. We ate oranges and sugared nuts. Despite the heat, we even tried the mulled wine. As a gift, we took a photograph. I'm glad we did. That's all I have left of her. Man saw us that day, a captain of the forest who had run-ins with my mother at her camp. His job was to recapture slaves back when slavery was in full force, bitter at having never found our settlement. He followed us back that day, then he returned that night with some friends, all of them drunk. They began to shoot up the place, killing many, including my mother. Those they did not kill, they captured, and soon my home was destroyed and my family killed and scattered. That was awful, and yeah, that's pretty much why she left. Maybe someday I will find something good in that freedom, but not yet. Damn, bro. Alright, now tell me about Simon Coventry if you know anything. Knows a good deal of his area and his history. I'm interested in that. He is what I imagine talking to a grandfather is like, including the musty smell. Okay, so
I have to be off.
Sure.
Doesn't know about, well, more books here. Doesn't know about Miss Dean and Coventry. Somebody was reading up on old beliefs of the area. Okay. Analyze. Design on her necklace is reminiscent of cracked porcelain. Charcoal smudged hands, either dark smudges on her hands. Perhaps she has been drawing. Tired eyes, as if she hasn't slept well in a long time. This is someone we can ask about the dreams. And headdress of some sort. Alright, what do you have?
Mr. Ward, you need to talk to me?
Duh. Yeah, tell me about yourself. Historian and Egyptologist. Interesting. I'm here to see how the adoption of ancient Egyptian culture and symbology is being used in quote-unquote magic. I think there are arguments to be had about the nature of this magic, but I would not invite myself to those arguments otherwise. I am the eldest of 3 daughters, and I would very much like to see my sisters soon before they run off and marry the first pretty poet boy they meet. Hopefully I will not be kept too long in this part of the world. It is lovely, but my bones were not made for this cold. Well, let's talk about the headdress. Significance, it's a tarha. Headdresses are a symbol of my faith. So you Sunni Muslim. I'm thinking perhaps you do not get so many of us over here. First that I talked to. Okay, tired eyes. If I have, it's a strange place where up is down, down is left, and God only knows what where right is. Have not slept properly in some time now, maybe even before I came here. So, perfect segue. We had strange dreams. Gets easily into one's head. Haven't tasted a good night's sleep in a very long time, so nothing much. Yeah, let's get to your schedule, and let's talk about the necklace. Made from pottery I've excavated. The pottery was not actually old or valuable, a modern pot covered in countless sandstorms. Okay, reminds her to stay in the present. There's beauty to be found here as much as in the past. Something I find myself struggling with these days. And charcoal smudged hands. Goes everywhere. It's useful for sketches or artifact shading. Okay, nothing much there. Alright, let's talk about how you know. Okay, first Simon Coventry. Breakfast. He's fascinated with his British Empire, and we did not see eye to eye when it came to stolen goods. Zing! He had a might makes right attitude. If something can be taken, then take it by any means. Pretty indicative of the time. Cathalomira then. Yes, we corresponded before the event. His father deals in antiques, and I have found myself working as a go-between. That has put me in touch with some members of the Golden Dawn who seek more mystical wares. Golden Dawn, so Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. So Cathalomira is a member of the Golden Dawn, as is, I think, Mrs. Erickson. And also Miss Darcy is interested in the Golden Dawn. Okay, many of them are satisfied with any pot if it's old enough, and the merchants in Cairo are always happy to relieve them of their gold. Mr. Amir reached out through a previous client and wanted something more interesting, an interesting challenge that I happily overcame. Don't know anything about Darcy, do you? Might even consider her a friend of sorts, provided she wouldn't be put out by the familiarity. Okay, so not much there. Yeah, strange occurrences. Does everyone see such things then? I thought my eyes. The worst thing were the bones. A few nights ago I stepped on the carpet and felt a crunch. I lifted to find the bones of a small hand. Ugh! I went to grab the housekeeper, but when we returned the bones were gone. I thought she would think I played a trick on her, but she told me this was not the first time. That made it all the stranger. Yeah, so let's talk about hauntings. So you see them too? Might have been a few. They do like to wander the dead, those of them who can. It is strange to note that ghosts carry their physical plights at death. You would think they would heal or something, but no, why is that? Okay, and what's your deal with the seance before asking about this Dean? It would have been cheaper to host it in your Dublin or London. Then the house itself is the draw, the house and its inhabitants. Suppose they do not travel. That is interesting. So perhaps they're bound to the land. Oh, there's something about being bound to the land. Oh, druids. Yeah, there might have been druidic powers in the Blake family that have developed. Have you met Miss Dean? She is an acquaintance, no a friend. We have been writing to her for some time. She is the reason I came here. She invited me. So someone invited Dean, and Dean invited Hisham. Based on my work, my research, but I have not seen her in a day or two. At first, I actually forgot she was here. My friend... Oh, okay. At first, I actually forgot she was here. My friend who brought me here. It's like forgetting to eat or drink. Then I found some of our correspondence, and it reminded me she was here, but I cannot find her now. I'm worried for her. Well, it's why I'm here, but too close to the next hour to do this.
I'll leave you be.
May Allah guide you.
May Allah guide you too. Okay, so this is how it works. Okay. Talk to the other crowd in the drawing room. Okay, everyone's gonna be there. Yeah, this is Degeneration by Max Nordau and Tartrum by Max Nordau. And the German to English translation diary. Two books are the same. Maybe someone is practicing their German or wanted to see if two versions differ at all. So whoever's in this telegraph room, yeah, someone knows German. Or someone's like interested in German. Okay, to the drawing room, somewhere where I should have been, but missed. I will get back to you later, Mr. Cigar Man. Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna get your schedule then at least. I can spare a few minutes. Small burn scars from years of cooking. Okay, that's not too weird. Averted gaze. I suspect she'd rather not be talking at all. So...
I'm Declan Ward, miss. Who might you be?
Saoirse Murphy? Just the cook, sir. I don't think there's anything I can help the likes of you with. I don't know magic or have powers like you folks. Maybe things would be different if... Sorry, sir. I lost the run of myself.
Well, I honestly just wanted to get your schedule in case I need to get back to you, which I do after this whole thing in the drawing room, because that's just time sensitive. Only cook's plans, sir. Some housekeeping too. Us being so busy. Tomorrow's much the same. Got to have mass first thing, then more work, sir. Nothing exciting. Sorry, sir. Your seance, I'm sure that will be exciting. Yeah, I have, you know what, a few more minutes. Tell me about yourself. Not sure I have much interesting to say. Just a cook. Would you like to hear more about this cook, miss? If you're alright with that, well, I'm a little skittish. Though Miss Joyce says not to point it out, or I'll be easy pickings. It's only been this bad since, oh, and I'm too curious for my own good. Miss Joyce said that too. Sorry, sir, this is why I usually stop at cook. No. Keep cooking. Keep cooking. You seem as if your mind might be somewhere else. Sorry about that. I've had a hard time asking you to stick around all day. That's alright, miss. I was worried that I might be making you uncomfortable instead. No, sir. And, well, at least... Okay, let's ask about Evelyn Dean. She's the world in a whole new way to us, like it's made of these threads we never see, but she can. Magic just flows to her. She weaves it like it were nothing more than wool around a hook. That's what I've heard, at least, sir. Truth be told, I haven't seen her in a while. You think something happened to her? Of course not. Nothing could get Miss Dean Morris like she got sick of... Oh, never mind. You sound quite familiar with her. Have you met before? No, we got talking is all. She's good like that. Doesn't look down on the staff. Okay, so she got invited then. Was she? That makes me happy, sir. The matter's better place for having her in it before she left. I mean, Sept, go on. I don't think it would have mattered, sir, whether she were invited or not. All the talent, and I guess there's not a thing on this earth that'd make her feel worthwhile. Clearly, I mean, Evelyn Dean's clearly here for something. Strange dreams then. None worth your time. Just me then. Sometimes it's like I'm confused who I am in my dreams. I dream I'm minding horses or working over numbers or that. Sometimes I'm a critter in the maze, only much bigger. I can see over the hedge, it's not flying, mind you, just tall. Then I see my prey and it's sir, I don't know. It's okay, please go on. It's not an animal at all I'm hunting, it's a woman, or should I say... Oh, I shouldn't say such things, only I wanted to tell you to know that you're not alone in it.
I'll leave you be.
Oh, all right, sir.
So yeah, on to the drawing room. Okay, so this is the ballroom. Okay, so there's Blake Manor, Miss That, Callahan, Lupino of Ghost, Miss Mantovani. Okay.
Well, this is more of a turnout than I was expecting. To those of you I haven't met, I'm Fia Callahan, and I'm here to talk to you all about the other crowd.
Other crowd? Is that Archer? Wait, is that Krieger from Archer? That's Krieger.